Hey, it's Brian Moses here from Customized Seminars and Coaching and Real Estate Training Breakthroughs. It's great to be with you again. I wanted to share a funny story with you. Well, funny from my perspective, but not so funny from my buddy's perspective. I was dropping my son off today at golf, tennis, and swimming camp, and talking with a friend of mine who owns a real estate company. So we get chatting about how things are going, and you know, he always shares his frustrations with me. And as a 20-year real estate veteran and former broker owner and team leader, I certainly can relate with the frustrations that we have with our team members. So I figured I'd share this with you. Maybe you can have a laugh, but also remind ourselves of what not to do, mistakes that are commonly made in our industry today. So my bud's telling me, he gets this email from this couple who's looking to pick up a condo in a subdivision that they market exclusively. And the email says, we're looking for 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, need a garage, need this, need that. We want to spend about $200,000. Think they're cash buyers, very well qualified. They go on to mention. So my buddy goes, wow, this is a great lead, and he sends it off to one of his agents. And his agents, he runs into his agents a couple days later. Did you call that buyer? No, didn't get around to it yet. I don't know what they expect. They can't get a condo up here for $200,000. My buddy goes, are you kidding me? You didn't call him back? So he gives the lead to somebody else. But here's what's instructive about this lesson. This agent judged the lead before they even spoke to them. And I know I've done it, especially early in my career. You've all done it, but we want to make sure that we're not judging leads. Real estate is a process, not an event. So, let's take it one step at a time. Let's move them along in the process. If the process is numbered 1 through 20, let's start with number 1, get to number 2, get to number 3, and probably somewhere about 4 or 5 over the phone, along in the process when you're talking to them, determining their timing and their motivation, their willingness to meet with you. That's when you book the appointment. That's the whole goal of getting a lead, is so that you can meet with this person. Don't judge the lead in advance. Meet with them, sit them down, consult with them like a doctor would diagnose a patient. So, very valuable. What other areas do we judge leads? Unrealistic expectations, timing, they want too much for their house. What my buddy said, which was so true, we just kind of laughed. I wish you were a fly on the wall, but he goes, you know what? We're salespeople. It's our job to sell, to promote, to create value. And here's another point. Cost is never an issue in the presence of value and will always be an issue in the absence of value. Think about that. So this couple is going to come up with $200,000 to New Hampshire, look at condos, and if the salesperson does a good job, they'll come up with another $50,000. They're qualified. They can, just because they want to spend $200 doesn't mean they won't spend $250. How many of you have ever wanted to spend X on a car and you end up spending $5,000 more? Or go another $100 outside of the budget that you'd originally set because you fall in love with the car. So it's a process. I hope this tip's valuable and helpful for you. And by the way, Real Estate Profitability Academy soon to be launched. So watch for it. November 5th, 6th, and 7th with me in Boston. Great agendas, great speakers, great content, great curriculum. If you enjoy these training videos, if they're beneficial, can you imagine what 3 days is going to be like with me and a bunch of other incredible industry experts? Stay tuned for it. Real Estate Profitability Academy, November 5th, 6th, and 7th in Boston. Watch for it. We'll talk soon. Have a great day. Go get them. Bye-bye.